In a world full of chaos, we are your outlet to voice your frustrations. The world's first interactive podcast where the audience can become a guest of the show. Presenting your hosts, Devin G. Ewart and Patrick Martin.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. This is Season 1, Episode 36, and it is June 2nd, 2021. How you doing over there, brother?
Yeah,
Welcome back.
I'm all right. What's going on?
It's been a long hiatus.
Yeah, it has.
Let's see, we weren't here Friday, we weren't here Monday. Man, this is like, do I remember how to do this again?
Don't forget.
What?
Don't
forget how to do this? Don't forget what?
The board.
Oh, yeah, the board.
Yeah, don't forget.
I think it's still set up, right?
It better be. Yeah. All right, so what's everybody been doing over the Memorial Day weekend? Me? Not a damn thing.
Kayla says, good evening, Boo Bear, and Sprouty, hi, with emojis. Look at her. She's getting fancy with the emojis. What's up, Kayla? How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hello, Kayla. Hello, Kayla.
Molly says car accidents.
Oh, car accidents? Oh, Molly, you're here.
Molly's in the building.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey,
how you doing?
Molly, I was about to call you and ask you if one of those albums that has my 1973 Pontiac Catalina in it. I know that I think you have a picture of it.
Wow, this is a world record.
What?
We went 3 minutes into the show before the Catalina was mentioned.
Oh no, I was thinking, hey Reagan, I was thinking about that.
About what, the Catalina?
Yeah, and I was gonna call her, like about an hour ago and say, hey, can you send me a shot of the Catalina, because
She said, don't know, too busy worrying about my own car. So what is the status on your car, Molly?
Oh, yeah, well...
Are they towing it? They going to blow it up? They issue a buyback? What are they doing?
No, they're going to blow it up.
They're going to blow it up? Because, we could take it out to the field where we went for Memorial Day, and we can have our fun with it.
No, she don't... Yeah, no. No.
It would all be for a good cause.
All for Molly. Yeah. I think she much rather get the other person's car and take it out there and shoot it up.
And shoot it and blow it up.
Bitch. 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 Whore.
Oh, no. She says her insurance says it's her fault. Must be Geico.
Oh, wow. Really?
Can I take a bet on it? 20-1 odds that it's Geico is
it's Allstate.
The other person's insurance? The other person's insurance.
No, it's what is it? AM1 or something like that.
Amax? What the hell is that? Ghetto.
She probably just had liability on her car.
She says ghetto.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds pretty sketchy insurance.
Uh-huh.
What is it, like $1 a year or some shit?
$1 a year. $1 a year for car insurance? Shit, I'll be getting on that one.
Yeah, because they don't cover anything.
Molly called it gas station insurance.
Gas station.
I swear she is too much like her mother, coming up with smart ass remarks like that. $20 a month. No. Okay. So, all right. Well, what's the weather gonna be like?
I don't know.
Rain?
It hadn't been looking good. It's been nothing but like rain for the last 30 days, it seems like.
You want to skip it and just
assume that
it's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
Yeah, it's gonna rain.
It's a matter of not if, when.
Yeah, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Yeah. All right. So what do we got going on today?
Well, we got two stories that are related but not related. One is about a ex-Texas Rangers pitcher, John Wetteland. Apparently, he's in a
pickle.
Yeah, a wee bit of a pickle. Child sex abuse case.
God, I would have never thought that Wetteland would do something like that. He was a good pitcher. He really was back in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember him. I remember seeing him back. That's when I used to go to Rangers games all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it's just I don't know.
But what's weird is he was arrested 2 years ago, right, on these charges.
Mm-hmm.
One was, I think, a 4-year-old, and the other one was like a 6-year-old. And his trial is now to start January 31st. And I'm like, what?
January 31st, that's already passed.
No, I think of
Next year?
2022.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what the fuck? How does it, like, that's... Meanwhile, in the other story...
Oh, yeah,
So it's weird about these two stories, how, is how differently they're treated.
Right.
Both of them are Texas, but one's a high profile, and then the other one's
is not. Yeah. The one in Collin County that gets 50 years for sexually abusing a young child. God, I can't stand that. Well, I mean, that kid, he had enough guts to go tell somebody, a family friend, about it, and yeah, that's it. So he got 50 years without parole, and whereas Wetteland is probably going to get probation because of
just goes to show how messed up the system is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
And so in the Collin County case, it was like one child, right? But in the Wetteland case, it's two children.
Yeah. The Collin case is one
yeah.
kid.
And
yeah,
so
one kid.
in the Collin County case where he got 50 years for one case, one charge, whatever.
Right.
Versus Wetteland, who was arrested 2 years ago, means he's not even going to go to trial till damn near next year, right? So
yeah.
He's been basically on the lam for like 3 years. Like, that's just jacked up. Just goes to show you how fucked up the system is. And in that time, I mean,
it's more.
What other cases could have happened? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's so aggravating.
Well, it's more fucked up now than it used to be, in the past. So, but yeah, that's the Collin County dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks kind of. He's clean cut a little bit.
Well, yes, I was Wetteland too.
Well, yeah, I don't know, but
yeah.
at least the kid said something, and he trusted a family friend and went to him and told him everything that was happening, and he didn't hold it in.
Right.
No,
that's good.
Brave kid.
He saw something and said something.
Yeah, he was 6.
Mm-hmm.
Started when he was 5.
Was it a boy or girl? Did they?
No. They said the kid was 5 years old.
Yeah, they didn't say boy or girl.
It didn't say boy or girl. Nah, just protecting the kid. You know what I'm saying?
So with the Collin County, with this one, it says he's not eligible for parole. Oh, because of Texas child predator law. So technically, Westmoreland.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be eligible for parole even though he's a high profile. So this should be interesting to kind of see what happens.
Yeah,
considering they follow along the same timeline,
Yeah, we need to follow that one to see what happens.
Definitely.
I'm pretty sure I'll get a news break like I just did. Like I got 2 of them in a row just now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway, so the next one. What's the next one? Oh yeah, the next one is 3 dead overnight murder-suicide shooting at a Fort Worth apartment. That's all the news is people shooting each other.
Dude, it's like every city. It's like every state. It's like getting out, like ridiculous.
What was that? Oh, okay.
That was a Jim Adler commercial.
Jim Adler commercial? Yeah.
That's one I haven't seen in a long time.
Jim Adler. The strong arm. I'll get you $100,000 fucking dollars. I'll keep 70 of it.
You'll get $1 here.
Yeah.
Call me now.
Yeah. The police said that several 911 calls came through after shots were fired. Fire alarm was also pulled, prompting the fire department officers to arrive at the scene of the apartment complex. And when officers arrived, they found 3 people dead inside an apartment in what they suspect is a case of murder-suicide. The names and ages of the dead haven't been identified yet. Notifying next of kin. Police haven't confirmed what relationship is between the 3 individuals.
Wow, they really don't have a lot of information on that. I just looked at the article, man. They don't even have names. They don't have ages.
They ain't got shit.
They ain't got shit, man. Who the hell's in charge of reporting on this one?
And then they had to get with the neighbor and everything. I'm not going to say the neighbor's name, who lives in the neighboring apartment. He said he heard children from the unit where the shooting happened, and we got a little closer to the door, and that's when 2 little kids came out running.
Wow.
They were in shock. No shit. Really? And we told the kids to go upstairs quietly, and we heard 2 last gunshots, and bam, that was it.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What's up, Lisa? Lisa came in. She's watching, one of my friends.
Oh, yeah? Well, hello, Lisa. Hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
So is that all we got on that particular story?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So on a similar story, I don't know if you're familiar, but we talked about that Darren Brown, the teenager who was suspected of killing that 4-year-old. Remember that gruesome murder where they had like video footage of them picking up the child and taking it out?
Yeah.
He's basically saying, and his defense is saying, that he is not the kidnapper and that it's not him on video footage.
Right.
So it was like, Kayla and I were talking about this a couple days ago because we're like, what happened to the story? Like, it just kind of was like, it was a huge thing. It made national news, and then it's like disappeared. And like, I had to literally, like, this is in the U.S. Sun, which I think the Sun is owned by British newspaper.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I had to find this in, UK in order to find the story about something that happened here locally. So it's kind of weird. There's some shit going on. There's some shenanigans going on. I keep following this story because I'm like hoping that more details are going to come out because it's none of it makes sense. But now they're basically saying that he is not the kidnapper.
The cops are saying that, or is he saying that?
He is saying, and his defense is saying he was not the kidnapper. But well, what's weird is, okay, he's not the kidnapper. Does that make him the murderer? See what I'm saying? It's like they're not saying he's not the murderer. But they're just saying he's not the kidnapper. So I'm kind of like, the choice of words is what's bothering me. You know what I mean? It's like they're more concerned about the kidnapping versus the actual murder. Like, it's like you got a murder investigation, not a kidnapping investigation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, and even couldn't they like look up fingerprints? I mean, wouldn't that be? I mean, there's got to be more than just if they're trying to deny the security camera footage or whatever. There's got to be articles of hair, clothing. There's got to be fingerprints. There's got to be some other things that can,
like on the crib.
That's what I'm saying.
Fingerprints on the crib and hair follicles.
Kayla said he is pleading bipolar or something. So translation, they're trying to throw mental so he cannot get the highest charge.
Yeah,
that was what Patrick and I were talking about 2 weeks ago. Remember, we were sitting outside. We were talking about how like everybody now claims the mental thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was anxiety. It was this. It was that. Blah 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 blah. It's like, okay, we've had this shit for fucking years. It didn't just pop up one day, and now everybody uses that as an excuse.
It's just gotten worse over the past year because COVID.
Right.
Let's blame COVID in China.
Blame COVID, man. And China. Yeah, we blamed the two. Well, they one and the same, right?
COVID, China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get on to that in the next one of the few stories.
Yeah.
We'll tease it right now, but yeah, we're gonna go into the whole China and what's going on with that, and what's going on with the COVID, and what's going on with Fauci, and yeah, it's gonna be good times.
Yeah.
Good times had by all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and to give all the North Texans headaches now again, they're raising tollway cost.
Don't. Oh, I wanted you to save that story for last.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's why I moved it down at the end.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
anyway,
I will get back to that. I will get back to that. Let's go to something else.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Oh wait, yeah. We're at that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're at that.
Okay, damn, we moved that fast?
Yes.
Shit.
Okay. All right. So back to
My bad.
back to the tollway. Where's my tollway? Oh, there it is.
God, that's gonna make me fucking angry. I don't even want.
Oh yeah. And drivers who don't have toll tags will pay higher rates.
As if the rates weren't ridiculous as it is.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Do you remember when you used to throw a quarter in, and like that was good enough for go for like 5 miles?
Yeah.
Now it's like throw $15 in. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking road.
It's all melon.
Did y'all put diamonds down? What the fuck?
It's all melon, dude.
It's all melon. What?
Mail-in.
Oh, mail.
I didn't say melon.
It sounded like you said melon.
Okay, it's all melon. God. It's all melon. It's all melon, and, mail the checks to them.
So wait, are all the signs, are they gonna...
To people that are don't even live in Texas and probably don't even live in the country, go ahead, send it over there.
So I did I had a little bout with the NTTA once upon a time. They published in the Dallas Morning News on, I think it was the front page, not the front page, but the back of the front page.
Mm-hmm.
Or on the back side, I should say, of the front page section. All the list of all the people that were basically habitual offenders of the running the toll and not paying. I was on that list. Well, it got. You
made yourself a name, Devin.
I did.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, I made my name in the paper.
Yeah. Number 2 on the list, 500,000.
Kayla says, that is already a thing. You get higher price for non-zip cash drivers. Yes, it's like 15 cents or more. But here's where they get you. It's the admin fee of $34 that they charge for every single time.
But that's ridiculous. I'm not going to pay $30 for admin charge.
34. Yeah,
Excuse me, 34.
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd because you think about it. Okay, what does that admin charge go for? What does that go to? Oh, really? Oh, making them richer? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's to make them richer.
Yeah, so that was one of the fights that I had with them. I was like, this is bullshit. I've had a toll tag for like 20 years or some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, because their defense was, well, sir, we're going to charge this admin fee, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you're not, because I had a toll tag, and the reason why I didn't pay it was because I'm not paying $34 times $100 or $200, 200 times going through the toll thing.
Yeah.
That adds up real fucking quick.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like 10 grand, not in not a lot of time.
Yeah. And I talked to one,
Kayla says they charge you $10 to print and send the bill. Fucking snakes.
James Mozzie, are you kidding me? Really? How you doing, Moz? I used to work with Moz out at Southwest at Love Field.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Welcome. We love the newcomers.
Yeah. What's going on, Moz? How
Welcome
you doing?
To Clubhouse.
Yeah. Did you see that about what Reagan wrote?
Wait, where'd he go?
He went up. Went up. Yeah.
He said, you hear about the kid that stabbed that 14-year-old 114 times. He got charged as an adult finally. Yeah, well, where was that at? Was that here locally or was that somewhere else?
I think
Reagan, if you can find that story and post it, we'll talk about it. We'll click on it.
Yeah, that would be good.
That way we can bring it full circle again. But yeah, going back to the toll thing. So,
I called and talked to them. It was right before I went to Tampa. And I talked to them about clearing it up and everything.
Yeah.
And they said that I was going to have to pay a admin fee.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, no, I'm not going to pay an admin fee. Sorry. You know? And
Yeah.
he said, well, you're going to have to pay an admin. I said, man, you're on fucking crack. I'm not going to.
Well, and
No.
here's the big.
Not going to do it.
Here's the biggest problem that I have. So their theory of charging the admin was because, you know, the credit card you had on file was no longer valid, blah, blah, blah. And I go, you know, there's a real fucking simple solution to this. And they're like, oh, yeah, da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, it's tie it to the account number. The account number never fucking changes.
Yeah.
The routing number never changes.
Yep.
And I'm like, the problem is they tie it to a debit card. Well, if you get your shit stolen and everything else with fraud and everything else, like, I mean, I was going through a new card every 3-4 months, especially with spending and everything else. And so I was like, the card they had on file was like 2 cards ago.
Right.
And I'm like, well, if you would have tied it to my account, then it wouldn't be a problem. You could auto draft and everything's hunky-dory. But no, the way they did it, and they purposely do that just so to fuck people over, because they know that, you know, and then if you have an overdraft or whatever, then they can't pull from their account, so then they're going to automatically hit you again with an admin fee.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like the whole system. And actually, I called them up to, you know, find out more information and figure out, like, work something out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I kept getting a stupid Zip Cash fucking bill in the mail, right?
Yeah.
Zip Cash blames NTTA. NTTA blames Zip Cash. I go,
It's kind of like Social Security and IRS. They blame each other.
I'm like, you cocksucking motherfucking. I hate both of them. I'm like, y'all, between the two of you, you can't figure this shit out. I'm like, why am I having to figure your jobs out?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was.
I got a simple solution to all that.
What's that?
They can hire Mozzie up there
Yeah?
and put him at the toll booths. And have Mozzie at the toll booths, and he'll say, okay, $15. $15 right here, $15. That'd be good for you, Moz, if you're still here. So. But
All right, so Reagan did, he sent the link.
did he look?
He's got it right there. Too bad I can't. Why can't I copy this? Damn, that sucks. I can't copy.
You can't copy?
No, not in StreamYard for some reason.
Oh.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll be talking to the owner again tonight. Be like, hey, you need to do this.
Right, right. Well, you want to go into some lighter news?
Yeah. Wait, like lighter fluid or like
No, lighter, like, you know, better than all the other
horrific, gory.
all the other crap
Yes.
that's going on. Yeah, in lighter news, HEB break ground this week on new stores in Frisco and Plano. That's
Hell to the yes.
That's lighter news.
Man, I'm gonna be driving. I'm gonna figure out which one's closer. So when do they schedule to open? Because I'm gonna be all up in that.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna be a regular. I'll drive that mother.
Yeah.
I will take that toll.
Oh yeah,
And I'll flip them off in the camera.
yeah, and they say that the stores are supposed to open in 2022.
Oh man.
Well, you know, hell, as fast as they build houses, they could.
That's what I'm saying.
They could build a grocery store faster.
Right? You would think.
You know, damn. So, and then the other lighter news. You want to take that one, or you want me?
Hold up. I was trying to open up. Man,
What?
anybody ever look at anything on WFAA's website?
Don't. Don't do it.
It's the worst, man. Oh God.
I gotta find some way to pay.
Jesus.
You know.
It's like 500 things have to load, you know, and it's like, you just want to read a freaking story. And it's like, hold on, you got to wait 12 minutes for all the shit to load on their page. God.
Yeah, I know.
Even with our fast internet.
Yeah.
So, do you want to announce it or do
You
shall
can
I?
go ahead. I did the HEB. You can.
All
do
right.
the other.
State Fair of Texas returns in person 2021. Embraces being together.
Unless another COVID hit. Sorry to be.
But you were wrong about your prediction, by the way.
I was. But I mean, I was
good.
close.
That was good to be wrong, though, about.
Yeah, I know.
honestly.
It was good to be wrong, and I'm glad I was wrong. But I was close.
You were close.
Yeah, I was close. So, yeah, the state fair opens back up, and that's a good thing. And hopefully, there'll be nothing bad happen
Right.
there. And haven't they cleaned the area up over there? Haven't they?
Well, I mean, they've had over a year.
Sort of.
They've had over a year to power wash everything. So I mean, I hope to God they clean that area up. Very doubtful they did.
Well, yeah, I was just talking about just cleaning the area up as far as crime.
Oh yeah, that kind of cleaning up.
I
Power washer could fix that too.
Yeah. So
Everybody stands on a corner with a power washer.
soaking guns.
Yeah.
You know. So.
So what's your speaking of the fair? What's your favorite thing at the fair?
You know, I have not been there, and I want to say I haven't been there like in 10 years.
Are you serious?
10,
Wow.
11.
And guess what?
I haven't.
You haven't missed a damn thing in 10 years. It's all the fucking same.
And the one that I really remember the most was when me and the parents and Rachel went.
Yeah.
I think it was 79 or 80 or something like that. And it was one day.
Was it 17 or 1880s?
Okay.
Derailed you.
Yeah, you did. I had to actually think about that.
You're like, wait a minute.
Shit. But no, it was one day before, you know that little sky ride with the little cable car? You weren't even born yet. Anyway.
Yes, I do know the Sky Ride.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Reagan says it's 25 years and he still hasn't been. What? All right. We're all road tripping.
What's up, Landon?
What's happening, Landon?
So, anyway, we went on that Saturday and we saw Charlie Daniels.
Ooh, nice. I've
Yeah,
seen him a couple
it was cool. I mean, Dad liked Charlie Daniels, and we saw Charlie Daniels, and we ate, we rode the sky ride, we did everything.
Millennials, that's the devil went down to Georgia. One of his biggest hits, but yeah.
No, the cancel culture is getting a hold of that one.
Yeah, probably.
And Charlie's gone. Charlie's gone. May he rest easy. Charlie's gone and everything. Yeah, fuck them, man. They don't know what good music is. Go back into the 70s and the 60s and all the 80s and listen to all that. That's good music.
Right.
And Charlie Daniels had good music.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Even Charlie Pride did.
Man.
I liked him, and he was black.
Charlie. You wait a minute. What? That was the most racist shit I've ever heard.
No, I'm saying I liked a black guy.
Wow, there's
singing.
A fucking news.
I liked a black guy singing. Hell, I liked Marvin Gaye. I liked who was the other one? Louis Armstrong. I liked him.
So Charlie Pride.
B.B. King.
Speaking of, he played golf at Brookhaven Country Club, which is where I met Andy. So kind of funny how that. So yeah, he used to be there all the time, and I was like, I'd never heard of him, never heard of his music at the time.
Who?
Charlie Pride.
Oh.
And so everybody was like,
what's that? Cherry pie.
What? Cherry pie.
Cherry pie. Something I can't remember the song.
That's Warrant.
No.
Sweet.
No. Don't even attempt. Don't.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
I need to get. You know what? If what the fuck? Hey,
you sound like you're in a toilet.
Here we go.
Patrick, what are you doing over there?
No, nothing. So if Joey Jones ever watched this, he needs to come on the podcast. I want to talk to him. I would like to talk to Joey. So Joey, if you ever see these podcasts, I would like to talk to you, bring you on, if that's okay. So,
well, all right.
Anyway, I'll explain who Joey is later on. But anyway, yeah.
So the Sky Coaster thing, did they have the cars and stuff?
Lena's on.
Lena, what's up, girl? Welcome to the show.
Lena.
Y'all crack me up. I can't wait for you to be here on Friday.
I won't be here.
No, but Lena will. She's going to be sitting right there.
Bullshit. She ain't gonna send my shit.
Yeah, she is.
All right. Okay.
So did they have the cars and all that sort of stuff when you were the last time you were there?
What cars?
At the state fair.
What do you mean?
Or they have like this pavilion area or whatever, and it's all like the new cars, new makes and models.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Okay, I didn't know if they still had
I
that.
think, yeah, with all the stuff, I think that with all the stuff that Molly has, I think there's pictures from the fair in '79. Some of the cars. That would be so cool to see. Dad used to have a '57 Chevy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Nice.
That was a nice car. I like
it. Is that a 350 or is it a 427?
I think it was a 350.
Or is it a 454?
No, I think it was a 350.
Okay.
Because I think it was the one that when Mom and Dad went out on their first date.
Nice.
Was that Chevy.
So what kind of fair food? Do you remember anything about that?
Fletcher's.
Was it Fletcher's? They even had that way back then?
Fuck yeah. Fletcher's been around a long time.
Hell yeah, they have. Didn't they partner with somebody fairly recently? Speaking of Fletcher's, I heard that they partnered with, what was it? Dunkin' Donuts, maybe?
No, they did not. So you're going to put the...
Shit, I can't remember.
The corn dog wrapper around the Dunkin' Donuts? Ew. That's nasty. That would taste like shit. I think it would. She's making a flyer for her new karaoke show.
Oh, yeah?
So
Golden Chick, that's what it was.
Who?
Fletcher's partnered with Golden Chick, which we don't have one by here. That's Chickeny.
Really?
Yeah, so apparently they partnered with Golden Chick, and they said that their sales went up exponentially. I think it was 70% up. Up, and then they said even after because it was a limited time run, and they said afterwards that their sales continued to increase. So
yeah,
it wasn't just kind of they came just for that and then they never went again. They said it actually really helped. So they did that little partnership.
Yeah,
some chicken and corn dogs, bro. It's an American staple.
Yeah. Wonder what kind of deep fried shit they're gonna have. You know what? That would be good.
What's that?
Some deep fried shit.
Deep fried shit?
Okay, come on up. We got some deep fried shit.
So they have
full of protein.
Fried cookie dough and fried peanut butter and jelly.
My God.
But I don't see anything new. I don't see any cool. Usually by now they are they present all the new stuff that they're going to have. You know what I mean? And then everybody gets excited because they're like, ooh, there's some new shit food. That's going to give me diarrhea on the wheel, and then it's going to go flying around.
Yeah, you're going to have to, stay in line. You're going to have to stay in line with all that greasy shit. Stay in line in the bathroom, and you're fucking crushing your legs and everything, so, you're not, prairie dogging. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. Prairie dogging.
Yeah, you don't want a prairie dog.
Oh, I know what it is. And for the audience, if you don't know, it's where it goes in and out, in and out, in and out.
I think
just
they
like
got it. I think Molly. If Molly's still here, I think she got it because she. We went on vacation one time in San Antonio. Two things happened. And we went.
Shit her pants.
Daddy, I gotta go bathroom. Daddy, I gotta go bathroom. But hold it. But Daddy, come on, I gotta go. And then Tamara looked at me. She said, maybe she's prairie dogging. I go, no, not in the car. She's not. So we stop at a McDonald's, and she goes in there. She uses the bathroom and everything, and she comes out. I had a sausage biscuit. She hates sausage biscuit. She hates it because I used to get it to her all the time, right? It's just funny. To this day, she's 27. She'll never eat sausage biscuit, and all that. And anyway, we're going down the road. And Jimmy ate his, and Tamara ate hers, and I was taking little pinches because I was driving, and Molly looks in the rear mirror when I'm looking at her through the rear mirror, and she says, "Dad, I don't want to eat this yet." I go, "What?" She goes, "But Dad, I don't want to eat this yet." I looked at Tamara. I said, "Did she just say what I think she said?" "Well, what do you think she said?" I said, "She don't want to eat this shit." And she was like 6, 7 years old. And she kept saying, "But Dad, I don't want to eat this yet." I said, "Oh, okay, all right, okay." So Tamara takes it from her. She goes, "Okay, fine. You don't want to eat this yet." So, no, it's a cool little story. I mean, about my daughter. So it was just funny. Pat, you think she's prairie dogging? I'm going, "No, not in the car. She's not. We're gonna stop and put her and take her to the bathroom, and you're taking her. I'm not doing nothing." So,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks like she's gone, or she would have came up with. She goes, "Yeah, I hate sausage biscuit." She does. Hell, I mean, I just wanted to pay 59 cents for a sausage biscuit. I didn't want to spend no more on her. I thought it was funny. Anyway. Okay. And
National news.
Oh, wow.
We did our local, and now we're doing national.
Well, Chauvin is back in the news. The defense team seeks time served in probation or a lower sentence that state guidelines called for.
So how can they call for that when they haven't even announced what his sentencing is? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't know.
Somebody from the legals explained to me how somebody can ask for a lower sentence when they haven't even fucking been sentenced yet. How do you know if it... You know what? For that, the judges just say, "Look, you're getting fucking the opposite end."
Well, I think it has a reason because of Maxine Waters. She couldn't keep her flapper shut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Reagan said she said she ain't eating that shit. No, she said. Molly said,
"I ain't eating it yet.
I ain't eating this yet." That's what she said. Acorn. Okay. Anyway.
Squirrel.
Instead of squirrel. Acorn.
Acorn.
The defense attorney representing Minneapolis police officer Chauvin was convicted in April. Okay, we all know that. The defense attorney who represented Chauvin in weeks-long trial earlier argued in recent court papers that the requisite substantial and compelling circumstances exist for a downward dispositional departure, meaning an instance in which the judge hands down a sentence that is shorter than what sentencing guidelines would typically suggest.
So is the sentencing phase, that's up to the judge, it's not up to the jury? Is the jury basically
I
done
thought
at
it
this
would.
point? I thought the jury had
in this
the
point
sentencing too.
In this point, I think that it would. I don't know. I think that it would be to the jury. The jury decides, kind of like what they did with Darlie Routier.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? I'll bring it up. OJ.
So it was the jury that...
Yeah. I think it was the jury that
I thought
acquitted.
it was too. That's
that
why I'm
acquitted OJ.
I don't know. We could be wrong.
And
But that's why we have our audience to fact check.
And OJ did do it.
Did or did not?
I don't know.
He did.
I don't know. I don't know what he did.
Only he knows.
Right.
But
the
the
judge
club
decided
did
the
not-
amount of time. The jury decides all the charges.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what Kayla said.
Got you.
Wow, she's educated.
Yeah, she follows all these trials, man. She's one of those forensic science, CSI. Yeah, she could have her own show.
CSI Kayla.
CSI Kayla on the scene. Dun dun dun.
Well, and she can get those dark
Do the-
glasses, put right there. Well, I guess we found our man. Just like that.
The dramatic glass takeoff reveal. Shit.
Yeah, kind of like what what's his face did. I can't remember.
I know who you're talking about. I forget his name, but whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know. I have no idea. No clue.
Now I'm concerned. What happened to that guy?
Yeah.
Cemetery murder. What the fuck? Where do you find these stories?
Oh yeah, that's in North Carolina.
Dude, what the hell is going on there?
So
yeah, tell people the story, because I just got
about the cemetery story.
This is what happens when Patrick pulls stories that I don't know about, and then I pull stories Patrick doesn't know about, because then I'm like, what the
Yeah, the cemetery story. It's a North Carolina cemetery murder. Second and third teenager taken into custody over slaying of a senior citizen. Yeah, a 911 caller described seeing blood and clothes across the ground near the entrance of Mount Olivier cemetery at approximately 10:05 p.m. What was that dude doing out there at 10:05? I wouldn't want to be in a cemetery.
Hell no, not at dark.
Who he believed 2 males and 1 female first fled on foot before hopping into 2 separate vehicles and taking off. One of the girls was 18, charged Saturday in connection to 69-year-old James Lacey Taylor's death. Both Taylor and Pena lived at a Raleigh police department. I mean,
address.
Police said address.
Patrick, you're just changing the whole meaning of this fucking story.
No, technically, they're living at the police department.
Yeah, right now.
Right now. So, anyway, it doesn't say. Well, they said that it wasn't a random act. They were stalking. Dude,
wait,
you know what?
One is 19 and one is 16.
One is 18 too. And the thing is that, I mean, they just pretty much look like killers.
Dude, I know. I'm looking at that girl that's supposedly 16, dude. She looked like what?
Yeah, what a way to start your life, bitch.
She can't be 16. Look at all those tats, man.
Yeah.
Those are some gang tats. She's definitely
yeah, I think it was all
gang related.
I bet you it was gang related. And so...
Because here's the other thing. What's a 16-year-old doing with a 19-year-old, first of all? You know what I mean? So it's like there's so many things wrong with this story.
Gen Z, man. It
is North Carolina. No offense, family that I have over there.
No offense to North Carolina. Yeah, no offense.
North Carolina's the new Florida. Just kidding.
Lena said it's not the dark you should be afraid of. Be afraid of what's hiding in it.
Yeah, dun dun.
Oh,
dun.
that sounds like a good log line.
That is. That's a great. You better write that one down. Give Lena credit.
I'll give Lena credit, but I don't know what I'm going to write with it.
I don't know. We can build a story based on that log line. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I dig it.
Yeah, and then we can use the cemetery right down the road.
That's true, dude. That one's pretty fucking creepy.
It is. It's haunted.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I always wondered there was like this one house that like backed to the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and it's all by itself too. So it's kind of like even more creepy because there's like no neighbors to your left and right. You're like,
right.
And the only neighbors you have are all the dead people that live
God.
behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Hey, do you ever see that creepy mansion going north on 35 up towards Oklahoma? And you see that creepy mansion. I think it's between Singer and Valley View. It's off to the left.
Oh, is it on the left?
Yeah, it's on
so
the
if you're
left.
heading north,
if you're heading
towards
north,
Oklahoma,
it's on the left.
So it's on the other side of the highway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the abandoned one. Yeah.
That'd be cool to go in there and shoot something.
Bro,
in there.
you know how many times that building and that acreage and shit? Like, we should do a story on that because that thing has been bought and sold at least that I know of 3 times. And
really?
Each time somebody goes to like, it's the weirdest shit, dude. Like they go to fix this thing up. And then it starts to look beautiful, right? Like they start to make progress on it.
Uh-huh.
And then it goes into total decay. And then somebody will buy it, and then it starts to get pretty again. Like they'll put a roof on. And
yeah.
And then, like, if you drive by it now, if you notice, there's no windows.
There is none.
So you see all this beautiful outside, you see the roof, you see all the shit, but then there's no fucking windows. So now all the rain and all the elements and everything is just going inside the house, just ruining
that
it.
would be cool to shoot, though.
Yeah,
it really would. I mean, you would probably have
road trip.
Yeah, 15-minute.
Yeah, that's cool. That's not far. We'll take all of our camera gear. We'll have to unmount some of these cameras, but
yeah, we would. Oh yeah, and this.
What? Oh, that one.
This guy's fucking stupid. Okay, Seattle man is arrested at airport or SeaTac airport after trying to join ISIS.
Wow.
What a fuck nut. You know?
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can find a good name for him in my book of names.
Twat waffle.
No. I'm looking here. I gotta find a good one. A chode chop.
No.
No, that's not one. No, I'll just call it. I can just call him. You know, well, twat waffle's good. So, I mean, why the hell would you want to? You know, the suspect intended to become an executioner, a machine gunner, and a criminal complaint. Huh?
Compliant? Wait, what? Let me go read this.
That's a complaint. Compliant? That's not compliant.
Where do you...
And the guy looks eerily stupid. And a 20-year-old Seattle man is facing terrorism-related charge after being arrested while trying to board a flight to join the Islamic State group. Elvin Hunter Bigorn Williams. Yeah. Hey, Elvin, come on over. You can join ISIS. And we'll just go ahead and call you Elvin. Now, Elvin.
Simon Theodore?
Huh?
Oh, that's Alvin.
It's Elvin. It's Elvin.
know.
Okay, so I'll just call him Elvin. Elvin was arrested Friday at SeaTac International Airport as he checked in for a flight to Cairo. Really? The complaint said members of the Seattle area mosque who had been trying to de-radicalize Williams were the ones who tipped off the FBI that he continued to...
So wait a minute. The Muslims were
espouse,
scared of this guy?
Violence and extremism.
Wow.
What a...
My thing is like, what the fuck would... Why would you... What... Can't wrap my head around this. Once again, it's trying to rationalize with irrational people, but it's like, what would possess you to join and want to fight against the... I mean, you know, with the people that are killing your friends, family, relatives. I mean, that's just... I can't wrap my head around that. That's a whole new breed of fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah, and this is what he said when he was questioned by the feds. And he said the complaint quotes him as saying that he intended to become an executioner or a machine gunner. And he states, or he quotes, "It doesn't matter what you guys do to me, I get rewarded for it." Then he added, "I want to die. We love our deaths more than you love your lives."
That's because they think that they got 40 virgins and
72.
72. Is that what it is?
Yeah, they have 72 virgins. They don't know if it's men or women up there.
Yeah, but you got 72 people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's the way I look at it. No thanks. Been there. Done that. Got the T-shirt.
But, I mean, he's got a little thing, and it says Chiod. Or Geod.
Lena, we already talked about the double murder-suicide in Arlington. That was so, 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, you're kind of late.
Came in late. That's what happens.
Go back.
Go back. Sit in the back of the class.
You're late. You fail tonight.
You failed. It's all good.
No, it's all right. Okay. So what's next? Oh, this is...
This one's for Kayla.
Yeah.
For all you Cuomo sexuals out there.
Cuomo holding a $10,000 per ticket summer reception fundraiser in New York City. And I bet they're going to line up for this one. You know what I'm saying? They're going to line up for...
So do you think he's going to take a lesson and not kiss their faces, or is he still going to just be the Italian and do what the Italians...
Lena, you don't have to be quiet.
Yeah, Lena, we're just messing with you. But I'd like to hear more of how your ties is with that Arlington situation.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you're late.
That's true. Yep.
So what is it, $10,000 or two? Whoa, discount, bro. 2 for $15. Oh. Woo, you save 5 G's.
You and Kayla need to go.
Yeah, no.
Why not? I thought Kayla was a Cuomo fan.
She is. I'm not.
Why is she a Cuomo fan?
I have no idea.
Lena said that she's going to be quiet until Friday.
She's going to be quiet till Friday? Okay. Yeah, I can't wait. Let it out Friday. I want to hear.
I'm willing to bet $100 she won't. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's like sitting there. I want to say something. I want to
say something so bad, but I want to win $100 from Patrick.
Right?
I said I was just kidding, and there was no handshake, so it's okay.
Kayla says Devin was as well. No, I still think he did great stuff. I mean, I think that's all this other BS. Like, I'm still for him. I'm still pushing for you.
Oh my!
I'm still not gonna pay $10,000 to go.
Oh my God! Really? You're a Cuomo fan?
Yeah, man. He was doing good shit for New York. Was. Then this whole
sexual harassment thing came out.
No, before that it was the
Yeah.
retirement homes or whatever.
Yeah, Kayla, he's changed.
Yes, he has.
Wait, are we talking about Cuomo or are we talking about Devin?
Both.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, whatever.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I like DeSantis. DeSantis is going to be next president.
He's not having dinner for $10,000 a plate.
No, he'll tell everybody to come on in for free.
So what good is what kind of good deliciousness can you get for $10,000 a person?
You get to stare at Cuomo.
Right? It's like, damn, I better be able to take home
and his brother Chris.
a Rolex or something.
Yeah, you can stare at Cuomo and his brother Chris. You know?
Yep. So speaking of politics, this fits right in well with the next story. So I don't know if audience or if you know what's been going on with Rand Paul and Dr. Fauci. They've basically been butting heads for like the last couple months now. Well, Rand Paul, in light of all of these Fauci emails that got leaked, he basically said 2 words. Told you.
Really?
Yeah. Those were his 2 words that he said to freaking Fauci. I mean, he's been, and I give him props, man. He has been grilling Fauci. He's been going against all of, because originally the news story came out, right, that it leaked from a Wuhan lab, right? And then they redacted that and they said, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. And then they said it came from the wet market and blah, blah, blah. Well, truth be told, after all this research and scientists and stuff have been researching and looking at the actual virus,
right?
They're basically saying it's got to be man-made just because of the structure and the way it is. And so, yeah, now all of a sudden everybody's changing their views. Well, Fauci unfortunately has a dog in the fight, whereas I'll just go ahead and play the clip.
Yeah, play the clip. Clip. Fucking
Here to react to my open and the ongoing fight to find out the truth behind the origins of coronavirus, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul joins me now. Senator, thanks so much for being with us this holiday weekend. Now, you have been very busy. Number one, you have offered legislation to stop gain-of-function research funding in China. Let me try to dumb that down. that means that the two theories about the coronavirus, one, it just came from an animal to a human, or one, it was ginned up at a lab to jump from animal to human after several petri dishes allowed it to go to human.
It jumps, guys. It
is
has
that
legs
what
and it
gain of
just
function
jumps.
is?
Yeah, gain of function is basically when you have an animal virus that normally just infects animals, and you somehow mutate it or force it to evolve so it can infect humans. So it's making it more transmissible to humans, and oftentimes making it more dangerous or deadly in humans. I'll give you an example. In 2004, there was a virus, a coronavirus called SARS. It killed a bunch of people. It had a 15% mortality. In the Wuhan lab, they were studying this SARS virus, and they were putting new proteins on it to make it more infectious into humans. That's gain of function, that's dangerous, and that may be how this virus started. And so I'm very worried that this stuff still goes on and that the U.S. government's been funding it.
Oh, yeah, of course it still goes on.
All right. Well, we know that the U.S. government has been sending money to the World Health Organization, which appears to be run by China's puppet and, you know, is not totally open, and initially lied about the fact that the virus was transmissible between humans. So why is it that Joe Biden this week said he was going to stop the investigation into the origins of the Wuhan virus? Why would he do that?
Well, it's interesting. I think there's been a sea change in the last 2 or 3 weeks on this. A year ago, anybody who mentioned the possibility that this virus came out of the Wuhan lab were dismissed as crazy right-wing kooks, conspiracy theorists, etc. But now you have even MSNBC coming around. You have the left starting to wonder about it. And when I introduced my amendment to say we should quit funding this research in China, I ended up getting every Democrat on board. So I think they either know information or they suspect that the information is going to get stronger and stronger that this came from the lab. Last week's revelation that 3 workers in the Wuhan lab were sick with a COVID-like illness in November, well before the Chinese admit. This is a big deal, and so I think nobody's denying anymore the possibility. We don't know for certain, but we've got a lot of evidence pointing to this lab now.
The whole fucking world's going to be pointing their fingers at China.
So
they already are, dude.
Well, I mean, in the fact that they're causing China's responsible for millions of fucking deaths.
Now, Joe Biden has done an about-face, and he's saying, "Oh, we're going to investigate. We'll, at the end of 90 days, we'll figure it out." What makes him think he can figure it out? China's not letting anyone there.
Well, you know, we have some information. It was publicly reported back in March or May of last year that when you look at cell phone data, that there's a couple-week period in October when there's no cell phone data in a secure area in that lab. I didn't learn this through intelligence. I learned this from reading on the internet, but it was reported by NBC that this happened. I would guess
oh my God, we got to take
if you look at intelligence data, somebody probably does have information on that, and that we do have the ability to know if the lab was shut down. So if nobody's there, there are no cell phones there for a period of time. That's
okay. That's good.
Yeah,
I gotta go. It's enough blah 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, when I heard it came from a freaking food market, and here's the thing. Okay, let's do hypothetical theory each way. So if it came from the wet market, as they said, why the fuck is it still open right now? Why is it still ongoing? You know what I mean? If that was the theory that they're going to stick with, why in the hell is it still open? Why in the hell is it and why the hell aren't other countries and everything else saying shut it down? Literally fucking shut it down, China. You know, and that's the thing. And so then, looking at the other way, well, if it's in this virology building or whatever, then why the hell is that not shut down? Either way, it's going to happen again unless you do something about it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Whether one way or the other, one of them needs to be closed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And neither one of them is closed. That's where I have a huge problem, is because you're not solving the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's so stupid.
It's just going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's how life works.
Is that how it works?
Oh, God, yes.
You right over there?
Yeah. Okay, so what's the next one? Employers are quitting instead of giving up working from home?
Yeah, so this is a Bloomberg. Remember when we were talking about that whole they're ending all the financial assistance and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Thinking that it's going to get people back in the workplace. Well,
it's not going to.
I know. We all know it isn't. So now what the biggest thing is employees are quitting instead of giving up the opportunity to work from home because they basically got spoiled from working from home, and now they see absolutely no point in going into an office when they could and, in fact, did work from home without any issues. And it was funny because Philip DeFranco was talking about this and a couple other people. They were saying, he hires people on his staff.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't give a shit if you're going gambling during the daytime, if you're taking naps, if you take 12 shits a day. He's like, I don't care. As long as production isn't affected, whatever you want to do during...
That sounds like my kind of job.
But he said you shouldn't be, as an employee, right, you shouldn't be penalized for not showing up to work. You know what I mean? Not showing up to a physical building. So, like, literally, there's been times where I worked for a lot of different companies where we sat around and waited.
Yeah.
We waited for other departments and other people to do their shit in order for us to... I mean, because when you work in, like, whether it be websites or whether it be print or whether it be any of those type production cycles, especially if you're doing an agile system where you're running sprints and doing all that stuff, you're constantly waiting for other fucking people. You've got to wait for the development team to send you the work so you can do this. You're waiting for, the data architect to send you the information. I mean, it's like you're constantly waiting for all these different things and all these elements. And it's like, so we'd be sitting at the office just bullshitting and, getting on YouTube and everything else. And it's like, this is so counterproductive. Like, if we were all at home, like, we would just contact each other when we needed stuff and see where things are and be done. Not sitting there, let's go take a coffee break. Yeah, let's go take a long lunch. Let's go. It's stupid.
I like taking breaks.
I like taking breaks too, but I want to take a break in my house.
I like taking breaks. That's the only reason why you have a job is take a break. That's what
I don't think that's why you have a job, my friend.
Well, there's two reasons why you have a job.
Take a break.
Take a break and make money while you're taking a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to tell some of my supervisors, that's the whole reason why I come to work is take a break. Take a 2.5-hour break and sleep.
So it's funny, I work for this company, and they were adamant about us being into, I think I'd mentioned it before. Remember I was telling you, like, there's 3 of us in an office like half the size of this podcast room?
Yeah.
With all of our monitors and shit. And each one of us had 3 monitors, right?
Uh-huh.
So could you imagine 9 monitors?
Oh, God.
Yeah. It was insane, and they made it mandatory. We had to be there in office, and then of course we were in the worst office environment.
Mm-hmm.
Their admin person that they had was a complete and total F&B. She would always like talk down to us.
Okay, I just figured that out. Okay, go ahead.
She'd always talk down to us, and she'd always like treat us like second citizens, like we were just lesser than thou because we weren't actually employees of the company. So think about what it does to us. We're not employees of the company because we're contractors.
Yeah.
So they treat us lesser, and they treat us like shit, but yet we're mandatory. We have to be there, which means we're mandatory that we are subjected to these fucktards.
Right.
And there was nothing we could do. Like, we talked to our the person that our contract was with, and they tried to sit down and talk to them, and nothing ever got resolved. And so one of my buddies used to always fuck with her. He would start moving shit around on her desk.
Yeah.
She used to leave candy out, right? He dumped the whole bag into his bag.
And leave the empty bag on it.
And then leave the empty container up on the thing. One day he stole all of her pencils and pens.
He stole all my pencils. Shit.
One day, it was so funny. It was like, you remember Bart Simpson in The Simpsons where he had different day, he put different shit on the chalkboard he was writing?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was with work. Every time he left, because we were always the first ones there. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing, too. We were the first ones there and the last ones to leave. Like, what kind of fucking sense does that make? But we had to be there. We had to be in sight whenever they were there. I was like, what the fuck kind of shit is that?
I think maybe she wanted to make sure that y'all were working.
It's a control thing. It's exactly, and that's where I'm going with this. It's where all these companies, it's a control thing. They want you in there so they can see that you're actually working. It has nothing to do with production, and that's what I have a huge problem with.
Yeah.
Because it should be about your production. If you're producing tenfold, then whatever you're doing is right, so don't fucking try to change it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
All you're going to do is hinder the process, if anything.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, that was the biggest issues and stuff that we had. It's like, dude, we're not fucking children. Don't treat us like we're children.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anyway, so he used to take the batteries out of her mouse and shit.
Yeah,
Put them in backwards.
So
like technically the mouse was still there, the batteries were still there. They were just in backwards.
Yeah, micromanaging. I can't stand that.
Yes, micromanaging.
I can't stand micromanaging.
It was always like, it felt like they had their thumb, literally pressing their thumb down on you, like just pushing you.
And then if you don't do what you ask them to do or whatever, they would automatically put a target on your back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I had a target on my back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I just kind of dared them to shoot it. Shoot at me or whatever. But I'm over all that, so I don't care.
Nice.
So anyway.
Well, and here's the best part. They finally fired that woman after 17 years with the company.
Oh, really? Why?
Hold on. After our contract ended with them. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You wouldn't fire her the 2 years or year or whatever we had. I think it was 2 years. I can't remember. Contract we had with y'all. But as soon as our contract is done, then you fire. I'm like, fuck,
yeah.
I hope that company burns in fucking fiery inferno hell.
The towering inferno.
Dude, I'm not even bullshitting you. I met the CEO. I met the only intelligent person, including the director of marketing. The guy was the biggest dumbass I've ever fucking met in my life.
Oh, was that you?
No, it was not me.
Okay. I'm just kidding, man. Come on.
Yeah. No, it was, dude, this guy, like,
I thought it was pretty funny.
I was like, so you're a director of marketing, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'd ask him questions because, I was a director of marketing when I was fucking 22. So right. I was like, yeah, I know this shit backwards and forwards, blah, blah, blah. I'd ask him questions and he had no fucking clue the answers. And I'm just going,
yeah.
This dude didn't know how to do anything. And, like, the people I worked with on the team and stuff, like, can vouch for this. Like, this dude didn't know his ass from a hole in the wall. He couldn't design anything to save his life. But, I built their website. I built their rewards program. I did their photography. Did for Homes and Home Depot,
yeah.
Lowe's, Do It Best, and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I was like, dude, I'm doing your fucking job.
Yeah. I know how that is, man.
Kayla said, we used to put tape on the red sensor under the mouse for my boss, LOL. Oh, yeah. Dude, we should do that. We should do this. What kind of horrible shit did y'all prank each other with? That'd be a good one for the audience.
Yeah.
3 IT people later, they figured it out. Oh, my God, it took 3 IT people? Oh, my God. I love it when I dealt with IT people at AT&T and USAA and that sort of stuff because they end up giving me their personal cell phone number because they're like, we know it's fucked up if Devin can't fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, what was so mind-blowing is a big company like USAA, they had nobody that worked on Macs. I go, how are you a huge company and nobody knows how to work on Macs? It's fucking craziest shit ever.
Yeah,
and
I know.
They basically said, just go order whatever you need. I was like, okay.
Here's a company credit card. Just go order what the fuck you need.
That's pretty much what they did. They're like, yeah, if you need that program, just go buy it. I was like, all right, cool.
Cool. I'm going to buy a $3,000 program.
Right?
Shit, yeah.
Oh, Kayla says they saran wrapped my entire desk, chair, phone, and everything. Took forever to remove. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah,
I wonder how long it took them to do that.
Yeah, I know. But see, they did that to my car. before I left to go to Tampa.
Oh, yeah, what all did
Remember
they do? Do it. What'd they do?
They just saran wrapped my car.
Oh, just saran wrap?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, that's all they did, and I mean, it took probably about 10 or 15 minutes to just take it all off and everything. And I remember my manager saying, "So this is what happens to all the God, what they used to call it,
F and G's?
no,
Fucking new guys?
no, not F and G's. What
The rookies?
they
Words.
wrapped my car."
Yeah, you already said that.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember what they're called, but anyway, yeah,
Car wrappers?
yeah. Okay, we'll just call it car wrappers, pallet wrappers, whatever.
There you go.
And then that's what. Oh, is that Dan?
I don't know.
But anyway, so yeah, that
Yep, it's Dan.
yeah. My manager at that time, they said, "So this is what happens to stretch wrap." That's what it's called.
Oh, that's what happens to all the stretch wrap?
Yeah. So this is what happens to all of our stretch wrap. I go, yeah. I'm leaving, and I'm just telling you, James. Yeah. And he just starts, "Well, thanks for being honest with me." I said, "Man, I've been honest with you since the day I met you, man." So he was a good manager. I mean,
So have you heard where they take basically like toilet paper and get it wet, throw it at the car,
my God.
then they saran wrap?
No. They didn't do that.
Then it turns into, especially in Texas heat,
Yeah.
basically turns into cement.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, that's what they did before I went to Tampa. I had pictures of it up on Facebook and shit.
Nice. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah. I walked out and I went, "Oh my God, all I want to do is just leave." You know? So all right, what's next? Oh, world.
Nope. We got one more. One
Oh,
last
yeah?
one.
Where?
JBS, the world's
Oh.
largest meat supplier, hit by a cyber attack.
Ah.
So yet again, first it was what? The gas pipeline that was hit?
feds.
Huh?
The feds.
The feds.
Yeah. It was the pipeline,
Uh-huh.
the feds.
Oh, I didn't hear about the feds. What happened
Yeah,
with the feds?
It was just a cyber attack on the feds.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it the IRS?
I didn't hear about that.
I don't know. We're not protected like we used to be.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, how is this ongoing? Like, how?
They go with the cheapest bidder, man.
I mean,
It's
but
kind of
you
like
get-
building an airplane.
But you got the Snowdens of the world. You got all these people that were like super brilliant, and as far as hacking and anti-hacking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, why? How come we can't put a stop to this shit?
Maybe they don't want to.
Maybe.
They probably could. They probably could, but they just probably just don't want to.
Right.
That's it. Which is
Yeah,
sad.
it's weird. I mean, because they're such obscure. I mean, the pipeline. Okay, yeah, like that'll affect gas and stuff like that. It'll affect people.
Already has, yeah.
Yeah, but then the meat supplier, like, so now they're hitting the meat industry. Okay, so like, what's next? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Dairy. Is dairy next?
Who?
Dairy.
Dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's next.
No, it's got to be something unrelated.
The chickens.
The chickens. Purdue.
Tyson.
Tyson. Oh yeah.
Tyson chicken.
Tyson chicken.
Up north. Up north around the Texas border against Oklahoma.
Is that where they're from?
That's where they're at, aren't they?
I think they're relatively local. I think. I'm not sure.
Are they in Arkansas?
I don't think so.
I know they're not in fucking Louisiana. Because you got crawdads in Louisiana.
You said crawdads. They're crawfish.
I call them crawdads.
Oh, yeah, you would. Fucking Yankee.
Yankee? I'm a damn Texan.
I'm just kidding.
Come on now.
No, we don't even, as New Yorkers, we don't even call them crawdads.
I'm going to start calling them crawdads in front of Kayla.
Oh, my God. She'll fucking...
No! No, no. Okay, y'all have fun. I'm leaving. And then you text me and tell me you left me here. You left me here with her, and she's pissed off at you. Well, yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, typically. So a cargo ship carrying 25 tons of acid sinks in Sri Lankan waters. Marks one of the worst environment disasters in decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
What's
I have a video just to kind of show everybody how impactful this thing is. It's pretty
Oh, hey, Christy. How you doing?
scary.
Doug. Okay.
Shout out to Doug. I mean, Patrick.
Yeah.
Doug?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
What's that story? I didn't know.
We had a conversation earlier, and it was just, a couple squirrels.
Couple squirrels.
Yeah,
Oh,
couple-
jeez. All right, squirrels. Without further ado, this is the video of the cargo ship that went down. Damn, it's been on fire for 2 weeks.
Well, they should have sank it. Oh, it did sink. Did it sink?
Yeah, it's sinking right now. Actually, it's very high quality.
It's high quality. Sarcasm.
Yeah, they don't have it stabilized to see how construction the camera is, to see how quality and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
On May 25th, there was a giant explosion.
So,
Water balloons?
what are they trying to do?
8 containers falling into the ocean. Oh my god, look at all that acid and shit just going everywhere. Wow, efforts are being made. There's like 8 people.
Oh my god.
Wow, a lot of effort there, guys. Way to clean up. Jesus God. Yeah, so one of the other video clips I saw had...
So I guess they're combing the beaches now.
well, they had jets, fighter jets and stuff going rip-roaring up and down, I guess trying to warn people, like, get the fuck out of the water.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Oh, so we'll hear about, what, the fishing industry or something else that's going to be affected by this. And so now we'll have, what, the meat industry, the fish industry. They're all wanting us to eat veggies, I guess. That's what it is. They're making us, they're trying to force us to eat the Impossible Burger. It's Burger King, that's what it is. They're out.
The Impossible Burger. Have you ever had one?
Yeah, yes, I have. Have you?
I don't like it.
No. Did you hear?
I like the real. I like the real burger that clogs you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, your arteries.
Bro, we found a badass place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like K-pop burgers. That's the name of this place. Sounds horrible.
Yeah, it does.
But dude, it was one of the best damn burgers. That thing was like literally. Kayla's like, why do you keep washing your hands? I'm like, this thing is so greasy. It's like dripping down both hands. I was like, oh my god, this thing is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was the best. It was awesome.
Have you ever had a Griff's burger?
No, I haven't.
Those are good.
Where's that? Is that the one?
Irving and
Wait, wasn't that over by
Haltom City? It was over in Irving. The one that
by Tom's, right?
Yeah,
because I remember you mentioning that name. That's
right.
Like, ring a bell.
Yeah, that's
okay.
2 weeks on fire. Yeah, Chris D. Yeah, 2 weeks on fire.
2 weeks on fire. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
and it's messing up the Sri Lankan beaches.
The beaches.
The beaches. So, yep, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, what we got? World news. Oh yeah, you can take that one.
Which one? The Biden one?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Biden.
Hey, well, it's your other buddy too.
Huh?
So,
he's not my buddy, man.
I know. I'm fucking kidding.
I know, man. I'm saying that Trump is not my buddy.
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, so Biden to amend Trump's China blacklist targeting key industries.
Uh-huh.
So basically, what he's saying is these guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna ban basically investments and stuff that have anything to do with China's military.
Uh-huh.
You remember the whole Hawaii, not Hawaii the state, but like the actual electronics
Right.
Manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like along the lines of that, where there anything that has to do with ties of the China government, military, or anything like that, then they're gonna basically halt all the funding, and then face steep penalties and that sort of stuff. So they're basically reenacting the stuff that happened during the Trump administration. There you go. There's you some graphic to go with it.
China flag and
China flag and United States flag.
Really?
Although their flag should be.
What's up, Phyllis? Phyllis is there.
Well, what's up, Phyllis? Phyllis in the building.
Yeah, China's gonna end up owning us.
Yeah, there was some stories that I was reading that basically China is preparing for war with the United States. It's not. It's not looking good.
So would it help if I moved to Canada or to Mexico? Or would it help if I moved to Australia? Probably Australia because they don't put up with any shit.
No, Australia's fucking awesome.
See, it's like this, man. And I'll tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
With the China situation, that's going on now, imagine, once again, and I'm going to say it, imagine Al Gore as president when 9/11 happened.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the same thing that's going on now with China. Okay, all right, okay. And we're bound down to China.
I'd have to completely 112% disagree. Because you know why?
Why?
The whole reason why any of this is happening is because we have dependency on China. China owns our asses. The thing
that's true too.
That's
true too.
If you're going to go the Al Gore route, you're going to do the green initiatives, which means our dependency on China gone. Think about it. All of our chip manufacturing there, all of the stuff. What do we need chips for? All of our automobiles, which, oh, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I can go on the list. So, I mean, you can't really say that because I think that early on could have changed a lot of things now. Because the problem is over the years since that time, we've become more and more dependent. We used to manufacture steel. It's now cheaper to buy fucking steel from China and have it shipped with shipping here than it is to manufacture. There's the fucking problem. Yeah.
Needs to be made here.
I know it does, but that's the problem is everybody went outsourcing for cheap labor.
Everybody goes outsourcing.
They did telecom. They went outsourcing. Remember telecom? They did it to India, and then everybody got pissed off because they couldn't understand a fucking word they were saying. Every industry they've done that.
All right, Reagan, what is it? Well, we'll go ahead.
You can't give us a teaser, Reagan. Well, guys, I got a lot of frustration over a topic that I have.
Go ahead.
Wait to talk about it another time.
Well, we can go ahead and talk about it now. Come on. We got 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes.
Unless you want to come in the studio and talk about it. Or are you scared?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I still believe, dude. You know my view on that.
Mm-hmm.
That if Gore was president during 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, speaking of airlines and that sort of thing.
What happened?
Did you hear Germany and Russia were like butting heads?
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
So, like, dude,
nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah, how we were butting heads. Apparently, Germany was butting heads, too. So, they just now got the green light for Lufthansa. To fly.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, they got the green light to fly. And so, basically, Germany said, or Russian said, okay, we'll let you in, and then Germany said, okay, well, since you let us in, we'll let you back in too. It's kind of like tit for tat type thing.
Oh my God!
It's like, really, you're gonna have a pissing contest?
It's a little petty bullshit.
Every fucking country is like a pissing contest.
It is.
It's like, grow the fuck up. It's like two parents fighting with each other. The only people that are affected are the fucking kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
With these leaders. They don't give a fuck about the people underneath them. They just give a shit about their own pettiness. And it's fucking sad.
Right. I know.
Pisses me off.
I get it. I get it, man. I get it.
So we got good news. Should we save that at the very end?
What's the good news?
The cancer one.
Oh. Well, we can talk about that one if you want.
No, I want to save it to the end.
Okay, save it to the end.
Because we don't want to be all doom and gloom. We want to have some
Okay, there you go.
Something good.
There you go. What about that one?
All right, which one?
The Olympics.
The Olympics. Yeah, let's talk about that one. That one's pretty good, pretty heated.
Volunteers quit.
I think they said it was 10,000. It was the latest number I heard.
Wow.
Volunteers quit, but they said that's a drop. That's like only like 3% or something like that. Because apparently, I guess they have hundreds of thousands of volunteers. Whenever.
Yeah.
Let me see what it says. Okay, so 10,000 of the 80,000 volunteers. The last number I heard was like closer to 100,000, but yeah, so it's basically 8% of the people dropped out. But they just did a poll in Japan, and 70% of Japanese don't want the Olympics. I was like,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also I saw. I think it was last week or something that the U.S. has put restrictions on Japan to fly over there, like they did with what you call it?
Yeah, because I heard
India.
I was gonna say, didn't Japan? They're having a big outbreak and stuff over there in Tokyo and
Yeah, but
Japan.
it's not over yet.
No.
I think we're gonna. I don't know. I don't have a clue. We might get another strand, and it's gonna suck if it does.
Yeah.
Or if we do, because I mean, I'm serious. If I get it, if I catch it, I'm done. I won't even try. So, but anyway, on a lighter note,
What's up?
there's 7 asteroids. 7 asteroids are zooming past Earth this week, and one is the size of a skyscraper, and Bruce Willis is going to come and save us.
Is he?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Him and his oil rig crew. We're going to send him up in the shuttle.
That's awesome.
And he's going to get in the middle of it, and he has to drill 80 feet and put the nuke down there and get rid of him. How about that?
Be awesome.
So, Armageddon did come true.
I haven't seen that movie, honestly.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? God, man.
I shit you not.
You need to see some movies. Oh, Reagan.
Reagan wrote a novel.
Oh, you want us to give you your opinion? I mean, our opinion? I don't know if you want mine or not, but yeah. So go ahead, Devin.
Should we post this up here?
Do you want to?
Sure, why not?
Mm.
I just don't understand. He's Reagan says he tries to call his daughter, and he gets sorry ass excuses. His ex doesn't understand. Cherie, sorry. That I'm a human being and have to work like everyone else and call when he has a chance. All the time they're doing something else or she's so tired. So I text to ask if she's awake or if I can call and get no response. It's all excuses, and then I'm the one to blame. Just tired of no one viewing or seeing what's really going on. I try. Yeah, it's a shitty situation. Speaking of kids and being caught in the middle. Yeah, that's what the problem with a lot of these relationships and a lot of these people is they use these kids as a pawn and to get basically what they want, and have power over the relationship. What she's doing is definitely what?
No, go ahead.
Definitely is a power move. Yeah, it's definitely not right. I mean, at that point, I would just show up at the fucking door. You know what I mean? Because by law, it's your child. You have every right to see her. What do you think?
Okay.
Go.
What's in the divorce? What
I was just gonna say that.
What's in the child custody decree?
Yep.
What's in there?
Right.
What is in there? Read it. And if it says in there that she has to let you talk to him, wake the kid up and you talk to her. Or if your visitation rights comes up, go straight to the house, get the kid, leave. She can't do anything about it. And if you have a problem with it, then that's when you call who? The state. And let the state handle it. And believe me, if you're paying child support and you're not in arrears, they'll take care of it for you. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The other thing
and I know it sucks. I know it sucks because I've been through it. And so
let me ask you this. In the decree, does it give special certain times window that you're should be able to call?
Detailed.
Yeah, okay. Well, then there you go.
Call. I mean, detailed. And if you don't have anything in detail, Reagan, you need to
document everything.
You're screwed. And I would start documenting everything that she does in case she takes you back to court to get more child support.
Which sounds like she probably will.
Which sounds like that she's that type of person that would do it. So, and I'm not knocking women, so, okay. So that's what I would do. That's it. But you do have the people in the AG's office that in child support that will help you and tell you, do not. If she asks for money, if she asks for child support, do not give her any because it's not going to be recorded, and you need to have it go through the state.
And if you have anything in the rears, it's not going to be used towards that.
Right.
So that's the other catch.
But I mean, he shouldn't have anything in arrears. As long as his employer has stayed on top of it, then he shouldn't have no problem. I was always ahead. With mine, I was always ahead. So, call the child support people, talk to them about it, tell them what's going on, and then what's in your agreement, and they'll help you out. That's it. That's all there is to it. Simple, And then one day, your daughter will figure it all out.
Sheree says, hey, Sheree, welcome to the show. Appreciate you. Her fiance goes through this. It's ridiculous how much it goes on. I am sorry. Document and be consistent. Yep, that's basically what I was saying as well. Reagan says, I have no arrears. I'm supposed to get her first, third, and fifth weekends after she turned 3. And she thinks that we don't have a great relationship because I don't live there and I can't see her 24/7.
Oh, fuck that. Go get her.
Well, fucking, why don't you just file for full custody and say,
go get her.
Fuck her, yeah.
Go get your daughter. Go get that daughter. Go get your daughter and hang out with her. She doesn't. Oh, don't.
Yeah, legally she can't do anything. If it says in the decree that those are your weekends, those are your weekends. She can't file. She can't do it.
That's
civil,
right.
It's a civil matter. It's not.
And the cops
criminal.
aren't going to do anything.
They ain't gonna
because
do shit.
Yeah, because it's
they
a
can't.
civil thing.
Yep.
So I would talk to the child support people. I would talk to them and tell them what's going on. And then and they could just give her a little call and say, hey, you know what? You need to let Mr. Maddox see his daughter. And if you don't, you're in violation against your court order, and we will come and get you and take you to jail. So it's just not only for the guys; it's for the women too.
Right. Reagan
know?
says, "See what I have to deal with." Unfortunately, Reagan, that's actually
everybody.
Norm. Yeah, that's a norm. Like it's
normal.
That's
it's just not you.
Look at Cherie. I mean, I've experienced at least fucking a dozen times in my lifetime with this. That's one of the main reasons why I decided I was. I said to myself, I'm never going to date anybody with kids because I didn't want to have to deal with the baby mama drama and baby daddy drama with the past previous relationships that they still butt heads and everything, and it starts to overflow into the current relationship with whoever they are with or whoever like you're with. And that is the challenge, is because as much as they want to think that it doesn't affect the relationship, it does.
Yeah.
Because they're stressed out because they have to deal with that shit, and then it trickles down, and then, of course, it starts affecting the relationship where you get fucking stressed out because you're feeling bad and feeling sorry for them because they're fucking stressed out because of their dipshit ex or whatever. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a fucking snowball effect.
Well,
shit rolls downhill.
Yeah, it does. And I am sure, almost positive that Molly, my daughter, has talked to you about all of this and what to do. And so, if you think that she's right, then do what she asked you to do. Talk to the child support. Talk to this. Talk to the AG. Whatever, So, because Molly has been through, Molly went through this with me and her mother and everything. Because every time that I had a day off, and we decided to, me and her mother, we decided just to, where I can get my son and my daughter on my days off. Every time that I would call, I paid $2. Every time that I called and said, I'm going to come and get Jim and Molly because these are my only 2 days off, she always has an excuse. Oh, well, we already got something planned with my family, and everything. But I still paid child support. I still paid for all the make sure that my kids were taken care of at that time, with all the medical and everything. And I went through it. All guys go through it. Some women do, and all that. But that's just the way it is. And she go, what did Reagan say? Oh yeah, I don't understand what I'm paying. You're paying for your daughter. That's who you're paying for.
Yeah, no offense, but that was a dumb statement.
Well, it's true though, And
as much as you hate
okay.
Yeah.
I'll rephrase that. I'm sorry I said that, Reagan. I'll rephrase that. You're paying her to help raise your daughter.
There you go.
Okay? And I'm sorry that I said it that way. It just came out because that's how I looked at it when I was paying for.
The problem, and I think his real argument is how does he know that money's going towards his?
How did I know that all that money that I was paying was going towards Jim and Molly?
Exactly.
No proof. That's no proof at all.
That's where you got to change your mindset, because that's not your responsibility what she does with that money. Whether you agree with it or not, doesn't matter. The state mandates a certain amount that has to get allocated to her. Whether she is financially responsible is none of your fucking business. Has nothing to do with you. And unfortunately, that's just the reality of what it is. Yes, to your point, it should go to the kid. And yes, it should. All of it should go to them. But we all know it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking see them go out and buy a brand new $50,000 Escalade or some shit, and you're like going, did I pay for that?
So Suri, thank you. I'm glad you knew what I meant. I'm sure Reagan did too. I'm sure everybody did. But I just wanted to kind of rephrase it because it did sound kind of mean. But whatever says in your child custody, child custody papers or whatever, if it says that she has to meet you halfway, then by God, make her meet you halfway. Yep. And if you can't get them to do that, get her to do that, then still call the AG and tell them what's fucking going on. Mm-hmm. That's it. And all they have to do is just call, abide by the agreement, abide by the court orders and everything. If you don't, you're going to be arrested. Period. You know? Now, I always went and got Jim and Molly because, I mean, I didn't have any problem with it or whatever because I just lived in Arlington. They lived in Bedford. So, anyway, then you need to call and not tell her that you're calling the AG. And
yeah, it's just like playing poker. You don't tell her who you're
you
you don't let her know.
You don't tell her shit. You don't tell her nothing. You just pay child support and that's it. You don't tell her anything and let it be a surprise to her that, she hears a knock on the door and there's somebody right there. Hey, we're hearing that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Or she gets a phone call, from child support, because believe me, child support will take care of you, because they took care of me. Because when my kid's mother asked, "Where's my child support payment?" I don't know, but here's a number you can call, and get it all straightened out. Yeah, that wasn't the answer she was looking for, and at that time I didn't really give a shit.
Yeah, it's like dealing with landlord and that sort of shit. It's like there's laws that are on the books for a reason.
Yeah, and that's
You're
true.
not the first person.
You're not
the
first.
last.
Yeah, you're not the first. You're not the last. And everybody goes through this, and it's just not you. So you can't, And I know that you like to mope around, and
I don't go through this. It's because I got no kids.
Whatever. Anyway,
and that's the reason why, folks.
And Reagan, you can't mope around, and because I know that you miss your daughter. I miss my daughter. I miss my son, and all that. But hit her where it hurts. That's it. I mean, that's all I can say. And hopefully, Cherie, and everybody else, they all know what I mean by that. Because if you want to see your daughter, you're going to have to do something about it.
You're going to have to chop her.
You can't sit back. Yeah, you can't sit back and say, "Woe is me! Oh my God! I wish I can see Willow. I wish I can do this. I wish I do fucking something about it." And go to the Attorney General and talk to them about it, or go to child support. Same thing. That's it. Period.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you got to lay the groundwork. You got to do the due diligence. You got to do the paper trail. You got to document everything. You got to, if you want the court on your side, you want people on your side, you got to document everything.
Yeah, document every single little thing. Date, time, seconds, milliseconds. I don't give a shit. And then when it comes up to time again, when she's trying to ask for more money, then slip it to your attorney or slip it to the judge and say, "This is what's been happening in the last couple of years." And that's it. Just document everything. If you have voicemails, save them. If you have pictures, save them. That's it. And start making her meet y'all halfway. If it's in your, your support papers. That's it. I know it doesn't sound simple, and I know it's all dragged out and everything. So, But men and women that use their children as tools out of personal feelings are sick. Yep.
Yes, and that's what I was saying earlier, Kayla. I think you were driving, but I basically.
Wow, he brought up something now. Okay.
Who was?
No, I'm saying Reagan.
Oh, well, no, she was driving earlier. So and that's one of the things I said that drives me nuts is when people use kids as a pawn. Yeah, it's super fucking sick, and it goes back to the story that we were talking about with China and Russia and everything else, and how they're like basically, the dictators are the parents and the kids are us, the people, and how they're, using us as pawns to do their own agenda, to, have their own motives and everything else, which is, it's fucked up. It's sick. It's sad.
Yeah, that's true, Cherie.
Yeah, Cherie says it's sad that two humans that can't figure it out for the child. Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's absolutely sick.
Yep.
So, no, Reagan, don't be sorry. We appreciate you.
I know it's exhausting.
Opening up, and I know it's got to be.
Yeah, I know it's exhausting. I've been there. I've told you that I've been there.
Hey, Reagan, just look at it this way. It's even worse when it's not your kids and you have to deal with it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? True. And there's absolutely nothing you can do. Like in my situation, there's nothing I can do. Like I have no say in either way of what happens between the two people. You know what I mean? And all I can do is just be there for it. Like that's the hardest thing because as a man, you want to step up and you want to do something and you want to solve the problem, but you can't.
And that's like in Molly's situation.
Also, you want to throat punch the motherfucker.
Right. And like I said, and that's Molly's situation. She can't say anything.
Yeah, exactly.
She can't say nothing.
You got to look at it from, her standpoint too, because Molly's actually, she's in even a worse situation because she feels for you and she wants you to see your child and everything, but at the same time, it's like there's nothing she can do.
I hate
there's nothing legally she can do. There's nothing.
No,
you know what I mean? There's
nothing she can do.
There's zero she can do.
But
sit back and watch.
Molly sort of kind of has it together. So I thought that was funny.
Kayla says kids are the victim. Yes, I agree. And then Cherie said great minds think alike.
Yeah,
who she was referring to.
I don't know.
We all have great minds.
Yeah,
on
okay,
podcast.
we all do. Everybody on the podcast had great minds. Anyway, but that is true, Kayla. She says just because someone creates a kid doesn't make them the parent. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I had to try to explain to my parents, mom and dad.
Reagan, if Molly has said the same thing, Molly has a Molly has a decent head on her shoulders, I guess, and so whatever she has suggested, or just don't take your frustrations out on her. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. It's not your fault. It's the mother's fault. But again, just take her to the state. That's all you got to do, and they will straighten her out. And if she comes more and more and more, how do you want to say it? Pissed off, combative. I don't know, belligerent.
All it's going to do is just
about
make
the
your
whole
case
thing
even that much better.
It makes your case a lot better. And then you just keep reporting it.
The more things you do by the book, the more it's going to piss her off, and the more pissed off she gets, the more chances you have of getting full custody.
Well, yeah. So, just it's like I told Jim this afternoon when I talked to Jimmy earlier, Reagan, is that wow. Whoa. Okay. Everything will work out if you just leave it alone, do what you're supposed to do. Everything will work out on its own. Period. That's it. So, yes, I had a conversation with my son and I had to tell him that. So, yeah, I'll never take it out on her, and I will. I'm planning on doing this because I'm tired of going back and forth. Yeah, I bet you are.
Willow wants to be, speaking of Willow.
Where?
Willow's on, hold on.
Okay.
If the camera will ever switch, there she is.
Our guest, Willow.
Speaking of Willow, she kept hearing Willow being said, so she came up here and was like, what? Hey, somebody said my name?
Right. So
yeah, and Kayla says it takes a while because of COVID. I just did it. Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. There's some of your motivation there, Reagan. Kayla did it. You do it. I'm sure Sharia's done it. Just do it.
Kayla says go online and file a modification. Fuck yeah.
It's free. Oh, yeah. So there you go. It's free.
There you go. See, you came to the right place. We all got answers. Good job, Kayla. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping out.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, thanks.
There you go.
Yeah, thanks, Kayla. Yeah. Well, you killed the last 30 minutes. Damn you, Reagan.
That's okay. We only had like 4 stories left.
No, it's all right.
Actually, no, I take that back.
It's all right.
We only have 3.
Oh, okay. Well, we almost got done.
Shit.
No, that's all right. I mean, it's just, I mean.
No, I like it. I like when we get to interact with the audience.
And if, you know.
And it's always near the end of the show that we finally get the audience to, like, start talking, opening up, and, you know.
Maybe we should start sooner and then, you know, and all that shit. I don't know. You know?
I don't know if it's something with the Facebook notifications or what, but it's like, yeah.
Not a clue, man. Not a clue. But, yeah, do that, Reagan. And whatever Molly has to tell you and whatever that she tells you from the experience that she experienced, her and Jim, back when I was paying child support for them, you know, listen to her. I mean, she knows. She's been there. She's been caught between, you know.
A rock and a hard place,
yeah,
basically.
Between her mother and I, which her mother and I never wanted them, you know, them to be caught between us. But I was just struggling to see because I wanted to see, hey, Willow, because I wanted to see, you know, Jim and Molly too, you know, and I did what I was supposed to do. That's all I know I did. And all I know is that I just tried to be a good dad. That's all I know. So, you know, a good asshole dad.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why my kids turned out to be good. Because I was an asshole.
Speaking of assholes.
Who are we going to talk about, Biden?
No, we're going to talk about the FDA.
The FDA. Yeah, they're assholes. Okay.
Yeah, I think the A, doesn't the A stand for assholes in there? That's federal drug assholes.
Federal drug assholes, yeah. Yeah.
The FDA says to not eat cicadas if you have a seafood allergy. The fact that the fucking FDA, let me
Go ahead, put it up.
The FDA has, and in case you didn't know what a cicada is, it's these fucking god-awful devil mongrel. If you can't tell, I hate.
Who the hell would eat a freaking locust, man?
Dude, look at him. Who the hell wants to eat that ugly, nasty?
Ooh, can you imagine taking a bite?
Oh God! Ah! God, those things are.
And then their little rattlers.
Dude, it's not even that. It's their fucking legs. They're like little daggers that just hang on to shit.
That reminds me of fucking water bug where you can throw a saddle on it and ride it. You know what I'm saying?
So I have a lot of friends that hate June bugs. Like these, to me, are way worse than fucking June bugs.
Hey, this is June 2nd, and I've seen a lot of June bugs.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any. I saw more in fucking May. And then I saw
it wasn't even June then.
Dude, and I saw the mayflies. They were in fucking April. Like, fucking nature's all sorts of confused.
Yeah, nature's fucked up right now.
They are. But apparently they say...
She don't know what she thinks.
That the cicadas, basically if you're allergic to seafood, I'm like, how the fuck is an insect? But apparently people that are allergic to seafood have the same allergies to insects. Interesting.
Maybe they got a little bit of seafood in them.
Apparently they say they share a family relation to shrimp and lobsters. What?
So you can cut their backs open and put like garlic butter on them, and
apparently. Oh God, these things are just fucking nasty. And then what's crazy is that they live in the ground for 17 years. Oh God, you and that fucking laugh.
That's funny. That's funny.
These motherfuckers lay there for 17 years, and then they finally, like, yeah.
Come out of the ground. Okay, I'm ready to be eaten.
I'm ready to be eaten.
Whoever's allergic to seafood, come and eat me. I'm going to, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck your life up. So,
I will talk about this one, since I know you're...
What?
So, Inc. magazine, or Inc.com, said Amazon's controversial hire-to-fire practice reveals a brutal truth about management. So, basically, the way Amazon hiring. They're hiring people that they know they're going to fire, which goes against every fucking business practice that I've ever had or ever heard, because every true businessman and successful multi-billionaire and everything, it says they don't raise employees, they raise leaders.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just train a fucking employee that's going to go elsewhere. You want to train somebody to be a leader who's going to carry on after you're gone.
Right.
And these fuckers at Amazon are like, nah, we know you're replaceable. Fucking, yeah, we know we're going to hire you just to fire you. Like that shit. I mean, understand, I know there's a turnover, there's a churn rate and all that sort of stuff.
There's a big turnover, I think, at
get it.
Amazon, I think.
And when you have 1.3 million, like you got to say, okay, 10%, that's what, 130,000 people that are going to get laid off or they're going to quit or whatever. But to purposely going into something knowing that you're going to fail, like that, like literally they look around the office and go, yeah, none of y'all motherfuckers, we don't like any of y'all.
That sounds like me. I would walk in and say, oh, okay, I don't like any of you.
I don't like any of y'all.
I'm willing to take a hit today just not to work with y'all, so y'all get the fuck out.
I mean, think of it as an employee too. Like knowing that Amazon hired you just so they could fire you. Like that's talking about a horrible morale. Like that's got to be fucking just
that would suck.
Like, hey, I would get to know Adam over here, but we know that he's gonna get fucking fired. So I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother. Yeah.
Adam, you can just sit over there by yourself. Fuck it. You're gonna be fired. Well, where'd you hear that from?
It's fucking everywhere. It's on the news.
Yeah, it's.
Wait, I made the news. Yeah, you're gonna get fired.
Yeah, and I heard it through the grapevine. So you know.
Best not get to know each other because you're not gonna be here.
Don't worry about it, nothing, man. It's just a rumor. Well, no, it's not. It's true. So, but Chelsea, I almost called her Chelsea, and Cherie said that she was allergic to everything.
Yes, Cherie is allergic to everything.
Oh, is she?
Yes. One of these days I'll have her on the show. She lives right here in Lake Dallas.
Well, then she needs to come on the show.
I know. Well, hey, just getting her in the audience, it was hard enough.
Yeah.
Now we got to get her in the studio.
Yeah, I bet.
So the very last story, we're going to end on a good note. University of Edinburgh scientists successfully test a drug which can kill cancer without damaging nearby healthy tissue. They're basically calling it a Trojan horse, and what it does is it goes in and the cancer cells thinks it's food, and so the cancer cells eat it, and then it dies. So that's the way it doesn't affect all the other cells around it, because the actual cancer cell goes and seeks it as a source of food, as a so it's very interesting. It's in the early stages. Obviously, they've done a lot of testing on, I think it was zebrafish and a couple other things. Then they want to get clinical trials where they can actually administer and start using this on actual humans.
Right.
So hopefully, fairly soon, these Scottish people have came up with the cure for cancer.
Oh, they're not going to release it anytime soon.
Oh, you know the pharmaceutical companies. But here's the thing. That's why it's not released. That's why it's not in the United States. You notice it's in another country.
Of course.
And when the hell do you hear about Scotland break through anything? You know what I mean?
Never.
So, of course, that's why it's going to be in Scotland.
Yeah, it's kind of like, of course.
Of course. Hashtag, of course.
When something don't go right, of course.
Of course. Why wouldn't it?
Of course.
Reagan's situation. Of course.
Yeah, well, I really do hope he gets that, straightened out. And if he would just take other people's advice, that's been through it, mine, Kayla's, whoever else's that helped him out on here, if he would just take that advice and Molly help out too, and just relax, not worry about nothing, and let the state handle it, he'll feel a lot better.
Right.
But if you're still here, you can't, you keep doing what you're doing and take care of my daughter, That's it.
Yeah,
You know?
worry about the things you can't control, not the
That's
things,
right. Worry about the things that you can control.
which I'm not saying don't go control Molly,
Molly.
which I know would be the other way around.
Yeah, it would be because Molly will not let a man
Yeah,
control her. You know?
I won't either.
You won't let another man control you?
That's right.
You're a dumbass.
I know.
Yeah,
Hey, wait, no, I'm a smart ass, not a dumb ass.
you let never mind, I'm not saying that. I ain't saying it. But
Probably best.
yeah. So that's how it's got to work, Reagan, if you're still here. So, you know.
But yeah, we appreciate your comments. We appreciate you opening up, and definitely I know it was hard to write all that and address all that. So definitely appreciate you doing that, and I appreciate the audience, trying to help you out as well.
Yeah.
We're all one big fam.
I'll tell you like it is, dude. You know I will. So,
Damn right.
and other people will too. Just to try to give you a hand and everything. All right. So, anyway, what you got?
That's it, man.
Is that it?
And right on time too. Well, kind of within 2 minutes.
It's
2 minutes.
Nah, it's 10:04. It's all right. It's not a big deal.
All right.
So, anyway.
Well, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for all your audience participation.
Mm-hmm.
Look forward to us on Friday, where we have Lena Bina all up in the studio. Feel free if you have any questions for any musicians or that sort of thing. Also entrepreneurs, that sort of thing. Have them ready for Friday.
Yeah, and I will be back next Wednesday.
Wednesday or Monday? Wednesday. Wednesday? Okay.
Probably Wednesday or Monday. I don't know.
Okay, and Andy will be on the studio Monday.
Yeah.
So Friday, Lena. Monday, Andy.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
And
have a
me
good
on
night.
Wednesday.
And you on Wednesday.
God, that sucks, man. All right.
You got hump day, bro. Hump day.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, everybody. Deuces.
See
Love
ya.
ya.
Later.